Hi, welcome to almost the end, my friends. We're on unit 7 and 8. Actually, we're not. That's a lie. We're just doing unit 7. I got to change this. I will change it right now. Perfect. Okay, here we go. Biggest mistake students make on here is they know how to, say the coordinates. They know this is on 4 and 2, but they don't know which one to put first. So I told you guys, remember an airplane. So this is always the point of origin, and the airplane goes over then up. So it would be over 4, up 2. So therefore, 4, 2 would be the park. The bank would be 2, 3, over 2, up 3, the bank. And then that toy store, though, would be over 8, 5, up, over 8, 5, up. Next, it says, does the student know how to solve real world and mathematical problems by graphing the actual points on the coordinate plane? So looking here, the first question says, how did Sally read after, how much did Shelley read after 3 hours? Well, Shelley reads 20 pages in her book every single hour. Complete the table to show how much she's read at hour 0, hour 1, hour 2, hour 3. Well, 0 hours times 20 is 0. Why are we multiplying by 20? Because every 1 is equal to 20. So 1 times 20 is 20, 2 times 20 is 40, and 3 times 20 is 60. So the question is, after 3 hours, how long did she read? Well, she read 60 pages. After 3 hours, 60 pages. Now choose the actual graph that shows us this. So the way that we take tables and turn them into graphs is these are your points. And typically, normally, your X is the top number. So that means that's your over, and then your up's the bottom number. So 0, 0 is the very first one. So this one's 0, 0. None of the other ones are 0, 0. So I think we have our answer already. 120, 240, 360. There it is. So option 1 is the correct answer. And now we're going to rock orders of operation. So we always remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So that means parentheses first, exponent second, and then when you're done with all your parentheses and your exponents, it's always multiplication or division going from left to right, and then you finish it off with all addition, subtraction going from left to right. So here, first thing that we would do is we would go ahead and work on 8 divided by 2. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. So then we have 18 minus 4, and 18 minus 4 is 14. Okay. And then this next one, we have a couple different steps. We have 3 different steps, 3 different tiers. The first one would be the parentheses. So 12 minus 4 is 8. So now we have 25 minus snowman, which is actually an 8, divided by 0.4. So now it's a little bit trickier because this is a little bit more complicated. 8 is the first number in the division problem, and we are dividing it by 0.4. So now your brain has to say, oh, am I allowed to have that as a divisor? And that answer is no. So what you have to do now is move the decimal over, turning it into a 4. But my answer's all messed up unless I do the same thing over here. This is 8. 8 has a bunch of invisible zeros. So when I move the decimal over, it turns into 80. So now my problem is 80 divided by 4. And 4 goes into 8 twice. There's nothing left over. And then it does not go into 0, right? So when it goes into 8 twice, there's nothing left over. And then this place value is represented by double zeros. It doesn't go in. So the answer here is not, oh, because we're not done. So the answer there is 20. So now we have 25 minus 20, and 25 minus 20 is 5. Now we're going to write and interpret expressions and write and interpret simple expressions. Which expression represents multiplying the difference of 12 and 3 by 4? So remember, 12 minus 3 is your difference, and then we want to multiply that by 4. But if I just write it like this, and my hint to you is before you look at the multiple choice options, write this down so you can try to figure out what you need to do to make sure that you get the difference. Right now, if you just wrote this down, are you finding the difference first? No, you're going to multiply 3 by 4 first. So the only way someone's going to find the difference first is if you throw it in parentheses. So the problem should look more like this, which we see right here. So therefore, that's the answer. Now here it says, which shows 7.3 minus 6 in words. Well, 7.3 is 7 and 3, and then it's in the tenths place, so it's called 3/10, right? 7 and 3/10 minus 6, or the difference of 7 and 3/10 and 6, anything like that will make someone find this answer. Here we go, less than 6. Well, that's not going to work because we don't want 7.3 smaller than 6. That's negative, right? So that's not in the right order. 7 and 3/10 more, no, that's addition. Subtract 7 and 3/10 from 6. Ooh, once again, that's saying we have 6. Oops, we have 6. And then we're going to take 7.3 from it. We don't want to do that. Subtract 6 from 7 and 3/10. Yeah, we have 7 and 3/10, and we want 6 less than 7 and 3/10. So we're good with that one. And then now it says generate 2 numerical, which is like number patterns, and form ordered pairs to graph on a coordinate plane. So we have bikes and wheels. So this table shows us the relationship with how many bikes you have and how many wheels you would have. How many bikes you'd have, how many wheels you'd have. And you can clearly see a pattern. 1 bike is equal to 2 wheels. So every one gets 2. So it's bikes times 2 equals wheels. Bikes times 2 equals wheels right there. It's not wheels times 2 makes bikes. It doesn't make sense. Bikes plus 1 equals wheels. Here, yes, but nowhere else. Wheels plus 1 equals bikes. That just doesn't make any sense. And then our last question for Unit 7, we just want to fill this table. And then we're going to take the numbers, and then we're going to turn it into ordered pairs. And remember, usually this is going to be your first number, and this is going to be your second number. So 0, 0, and then, well, we can see from 0, 0 and 3, 3 that the relationship is just going to be every year it grows 1 foot, which means X is equal to Y. The top is equal to the bottom. So this one, all X's are not equal to Y. This one, they are. This one, they are not. This one, they are not. So B is our answer there. And that's that. So instead of giving you Unit 7 and Unit 8 together, I broke it into 2 pieces. And then we have one more piece of the puzzle. On Monday, we'll work on Unit 8, and I am aiming for Tuesday for your end of the year test. So good job watching, good job trying, and good luck.